The bill that would adjust the state's income tax brackets and tax rates. Currently, the income tax brackets and rates are 5.8%, 6.75%, and 7.15%. If this bill is enacted, people making less than $41,600 per year would be taxed at 5.8%. Those making $41,600 but less than $85,000 will be taxed just over $2,400 with an additional 6.75% of anything more than $41,600. People who make more than $500,000 will be taxed more than $35,000 with an additional 8.2% of anything more than $500,000. For more details, you can visit our website.